All right, guys, this is Jeremiah, StoneBlueAirlines with Alex Gree, Video Aerial.
Yeah, and we're going to summarize the Scherrer test. You've heard from us, you've seen our test, and you've seen Scherrer's response.
Yep.
You've seen a lot of technical information. The question is, what does it mean and how do we put it all together?
So we wanted to distill it down, keep it short this time. You've seen a lot of footage already.
And go over it.
Yeah.
The first thing you need to know is who we represent. We don't represent Scherrer. We represent you. You're the user. You're the people going to be using this system. So of course, our tests represented you.
Right.
I don't make an LRS, and neither does he.
Right.
I mean, it's interesting to know which is the best one to use, but the truth is we're doing this for you. We spent over 100 hours on this for you. Now, my background in testing is not, we're both hobbyists. We both have flown quite a bit. We've both done some long range, some short range. I personally am an electrical engineer. I've got my degree from Penn State back in 2004, and I've been in electrical engineering ever since. I develop RF systems for FPV. In fact, the industry standard in antennas comes from me. Now, I'm not to inflate my own ego, but I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
All right. All right. And then on the other end, I really feel like I represent the hobbyist on this end from the standpoint, although I understand a great mix of all of this stuff, you know, from us hanging around together and just going through all these tests, and that it is the end user, is that I would say 90 to 95% of our hobbyists, we're gonna do research, we're gonna go through that, but I don't understand every aspect of everything we just possibly can. Unless,
why should you have to?
No, and we shouldn't, and we really shouldn't. We should be able to get some of the gear, know we go through a trusted company, and then, you know, pick the best of the best and start working with that.
So once we're done with that, me on the technical side, him representing the hobbyist, we're gonna tell you what our opinion is. Good, bad, ugly, and my opinion is the normal range receiver is excellent. It works great. Now, Thomas Scherrer did have an explanation about the Chinese amps and BECs. That's why I recommended using a really high amperage rated BEC to put that blanket over the top to make sure the problem doesn't come up, but it's going to come up. That was the only problem with the normal range. Now on the transmitter, guess what? Check your quality control, for goodness sakes. We're gonna show you, we're gonna do this harmonic test where one is clean and the other just takes out your video. I'm sorry, but a transmitter that takes out your video is no good. Scherrer's spec is 1 to 2 meters. We're gonna stand 2 meters away and power this one up with the aircraft in the same room, and I bet you the video goes gone. That is no good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's no good. I don't care who you manufacture for, but if you can't see past 20 feet away, don't use that radio system. Please check your QC. Obviously, and this is one thing I wish Scherrer would have done. Admit you had a problem. You gave us a dirty transmitter. Admit you need to tighten your QC, okay? It's okay. I had problems too on the manufacturer.
Stuff happens. I just got a CC3D board. The USB port fell off the back. I mean, I know stuff happens. We didn't get another one sent in to get it immediately tested. The reality is stuff does happen. Electronics fail. We have a good one, we have a bad one, and the bad one is bad. The good one is better.
Right.
But it's not 100%.
It might not be perfect, but it's still better.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes, like, you're touching again on the supply issue, you know, most people don't run a separate BEC. That's not exactly common knowledge.
Yeah.
But some of us, I'd say about 10 to 15% of hobbyists actually know that running a separate BEC is better. I actually destroyed an airplane into a crowded pavilion because a BEC failed. Talk about learning the hard way. Thank goodness no one was harmed. But I'm just watching my plane go, ah, boom. That's how I learned about BECs. Let's not let the rest of the world learn about BECs that way.
How do you deal with also, though, you can't test everybody's servos, you can't test every BEC, so you're dealing with a wide scope of, yes, you get good manufacturers, but how can you really even do that is look at all that gear and go, well, how do I pick? What do I pick?
Well, you know how people review, we're reviewing this system?
Yeah.
Find somebody that reviewed BECs.
Right.
So you have to, that's the easy way around it.
I mean, we're reviewing gear, we're testing gear. That really is real world testing, unbiased. And because we love to fly, because we love to use this gear, we want to just see how it works, and it should hopefully work the right way and you shouldn't have those issues.
Right. And then, you know, there's another issue, the diversity. Let me explain the way diversity is supposed to work. Diversity is supposed to monitor 2 antenna systems at the same time. Not go over and say, oh, is that good? No, it's not, and then switch back. It's supposed to accurately go, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good, and do both. Oh, this one's really bad. Because guess what? If there's no antenna attached, this one's never good. Never. Okay? And if you take, the problem is he takes one sample. If I have a basket of rotten eggs and a couple of good ones in there, and then I have another basket of good eggs with 1 or 2 rotten ones in there, and I reach my hand in for this and compare like 2 eggs, eventually I'm gonna grab a good one out of the rotten eggs basket and a bad one out of the good eggs basket, especially when it's checking this, 10, 15 times a second.
Right.
That's gonna happen, okay? But what isn't gonna happen is if you're always sampling, you're going, ooh, bad, 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 good, 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 good. Okay, yeah, guess what? This one had more good than bad. This one had more bad.
It didn't seem that it was sampling to recognize that it wasn't getting anything and immediately going back to the good side and holding there. It kept sampling like it didn't know.
It shouldn't ever glitch. You see, if you use a video diversity controller, I challenge you, take off the antenna on one, see if it ever switches. It won't. Video diversity controllers, just go ahead, unscrew your antenna and go fly. You'll never hear that oracle chirp. You'll never see that eagle tree blip. It's gonna lock right on that one with the antenna. And I would expect the same from a diversity receiver as a user, because let's face it, these connectors pull out. They're meant to be reused. Let's say you go into a high G maneuver, that airplane flexes, that connector could just go whoop and pull out. And guess what? Now you have the problem. Or maybe you came in on a hard landing, you crashed. Can you inspect your own antennas? Do you have a vector network analyzer or anything? No, you just hope it's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. That's not good. It shouldn't, you're introducing a failure mode instead of correcting it. Which is why I recommend using the normal range. If you have a bad antenna, it's going to show you at close range. The diversity, you're going to find it out at
now,
long
could that
range.
also be consistent with these other systems that are doing diversity, depending on how their schemes are set up?
Well, okay, and to wrap this up, guess what? I bought a Dragon Link. I also bought an Easy UHF.
Wait, I thought we said we weren't doing this.
You know what? I'm not making, I'm okay with making enemies, all right? Right now, the users, those are my customers.
Everybody has wanted to see the other systems get pummeled. So,
we're gonna pummel them. Okay, we're gonna put it through the same test.
Right.
So, Scherrer, we're not beating up on you.
So possibly
we're beating up on everybody.
So at the end of when everything is done, we will go back to 72 megahertz.
I hope not. I hope not. But
all
we'll see.
Let's show the
harmonic test.
Let's show the harmonics and let's see how that turns out, so you guys can see right away, real world, what's going on with this system.
Okay, so here's our harmonic test. Let me explain to you how this is going to work. First, I've got my spectrum analyzer here, and I have my quadcopter about 10, 15 feet away, sitting right there. And I'm showing you the spectral analysis of the quadcopter. As you can see, this is the band we are transmitting on with a peak of 1276 megahertz. Okay, so a harmonic of 433, as Scherrer said, is 1299 to 1320. This here stops at 1297. So now I'm going to go turn off the quadcopter, see what the resonant noise floor is, and then I'm going to turn this on and see what it does to it. All right, as you can see, multicopter's off, so here is our noise floor. Minus 94 dB. That's pretty quiet, but we're going to change that real quick. Now we powered our Scherrer on. Let's see what that's going to do to the noise floor. Let's power it up.
Oh, look at our video in the background already.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Look at those spikes. It's minus 67. Wow. Okay, it's a little excessive. But you know what? I'm gonna go. You've got your open LRS here. Why don't I grab that and see what it does? Okay, as Scherrer said, all systems have harmonics. Let's see if all systems have this issue. This is a 1 watt open LRS. Scherrer, we had it on 500 milliwatts. There's our resonant noise floor again. Let's power her up. Okay, we're powered up. Let's see what she looks like. Little bit. Couple spurs here and there. I'm okay with that. It's not great, but I can live with it. So let's see what this actually does in a flight situation. Let's get rid of this thing and see what it actually means to you. All right, so for our harmonic test to show you how this actually looks in flight, I've got my little quadcopter here. I'm going to put it at the end of the hallway, and then I'm going to move 6 feet, or 2 meters, the spec that Thomas Scherrer gave us, away from this monitor. Now that's a 7-inch monitor. That's going to be hard to see, but let's see if at least I can fly. So let's take this, let's throw it down here. All right, so we're in the same room. Let's get out the tape measure. Hook it on here. And here we are in line with this door. That is 6 feet 4 inches, so approximately 2 meters. Let's get my Scherrer system. All right, and we are on low power. And okay, right back where we were, power it up. Now, honestly, I don't think I could fly very well on that 7-inch monitor, but I've got my system here, and can you see where it's going?
It's blipping pretty bad, like what I've experienced. Yep.
The quadcopter is right there. It's in the same room. Well, let's see if I go to mid power. Does it get worse?
Oh no, it's gotten worse.
Has it?
Yeah.
I can see the flicker. High power, is it even there?
Yeah, high power, you have no video at all.
Okay, so
and we're on 1280.
We're on 1280. So this thing, it's in the same room. I'm back far enough away from my ground station that I can't comfortably fly with it. And these are long AV cables, 6-foot AV cables, say you're flying with goggles. That's still pretty far away. It's in the same room.
Yeah.
Quality control. This is a QC problem. Please don't explain away the problem. Explain that we have a problem that we need to address. And simply, as part of your QC process, turn it on, power up a spectrum analyzer. But hey, I can't beat them up too much. I got to test the Open LRS.
Now this is the dirty one. This is the worst one.
This is the dirty one. Hey, let's do the clean one.
Let's show the clean one.
Let's do the clean one.
Okay.
All right, so now we have the clean unit, or cleaner unit, as it is. I'm in the same spot. It's powered on. We are on low power. How's it look, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I mean that's a big difference already. I mean this one is.
You can see it.
Yeah, it's immediately clear on that one. Now
let's up the power. It's mid power.
Getting the blips again.
So it's still taking it out.
Yeah.
Full power?
Full power, pretty much gone.
Pretty much gone. Yeah. Is it, I can't see it. Is it better or worse? There's low power again.
Yeah. I mean, on high, you can't fly it on high with that.
Let's see how far away I have to get away from my ground station before high isn't a problem. Let's stand right next to the quadcopter. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so you can see. How about now?
What are you on?
I'm going on high power.
You're on high power? It's blipping. I can see it again. Out.
Gone.
Yeah, gone.
The helicopter's right there. I can spin on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Please step back so I can see my video.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I don't think I'm flying from this distance, guys.
So you're talking 4 meters of distance.
Something like that.
Hey,
we can't beat them up.
All right.
And this is a clean one too, remember.
Next system.
This is mid power. This is 1 watt. Tell me when it goes out.
Right there.
Okay,
it's in and out. Yeah, it's in and out.
Right at the edge of this rug.
Yep.
Time to brutalize the Open LRS.
All right. So what do we got going on? We got
the Open LRS.
Open LRS.
Watt. I haven't touched the quadcopter. I just left it there. I must admit I was a little rough on Scherrer here, but this is 1 watt, and this is when 1 watt with the Scherrer took out the video. How's it look?
Now careful, don't get too close. I don't want the video going out. It's clean now.
Quiet. This is the test. Let's walk. Let's do this. Tell me when it goes out. Let's walk slow.
No issues.
Okay, I'm closer to the 2 meter spec. Let's keep going.
Nothing.
I'm almost on top of it now, so it's going to go any minute.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I'm
starting.
Okay. So I have to be like right here on it.
I feel like
let's block the signal.
I know.
Let's shout in its ear and block the signal.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scherrer,
yeah.
You have a problem. Please fix it. Please.
Something's dirty on the system. It's spewing stuff out, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't believe it can go a long range or anything else.
Yes.
And we're gonna push it, and we're gonna do it.
You sent us a dirty transmitter. Just QC it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, check the other stuff.
Not for
and
me,
get some
I don't
filtering.
care. I'm going to run something else. But for everybody that buys it, please QC it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be answering questions about why my antenna doesn't work when it's the box in their hands that I didn't supply.
It does. It makes it very difficult when you go out to fly, and I did that hopping scheme change last week, and I went and flew, and as soon as I got the plane up in the air, I dropped my goggles. I had no video, and I realized, what had I done? I had moved my transmitter too close to my ground station.
And here we go again, guys. I mean, I can't see this, but
It's out there now. Now pull it back. And we're back in.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm not BSing you guys. It's here. I mean, I'm trying. But, you know, guys, this is a cheap open source one. The premium should perform better. It should.
Yep, I agree.
All right, final wrap up. There was some sarcasm in that one.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I must admit, I get a little worked up when people try to. You've heard that if you can't dazzle them with dexterity, baffle them with BS. That's what I kind of feel like.
It was a shower.
Yeah, I felt like I got a shower of not addressing the real
my
issue. So I get a little worked up from time to time. And I guess the reason is because my job is to provide you with a video link.
Yeah.
And you, without the tools to verify what's actually causing the problem, when you turn on that box and your video goes out, it's like, hey, my video stinks. Alex, why didn't you make my antenna right? Well, I did. It's just the box in your hand happens to be taking you out. And without test gear, there's no way you can know that. So,
it's not like that's the first time that has happened. Somebody going, hey, I can't see. Is it your it your radio? Is it your transmitter?
I will throw my hands in the air and admit the whole reason for the first LRS shootout was to throw that in Dragon Link's face. I will admit that. I will freely admit.
And the truth comes out.
I was sick of the why does my video suck from Dragon Link users.
Yeah.
On the other hand, they bought. I just bought a brand new Dragon Link. And I've been told I need to update the firmware to the latest firmware, and I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give them a second shot because everybody deserves a second shot. If they fixed it, congratulations. We're going to test everybody's. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but the truth is, I can't go and brutalize Scherrer and then not brutalize everybody else.
Scherrer got beat on. It was a long test, and it was an individualized test on Scherrer, where the other ones we did a mixed stuff, and every time we kind of refined something and added something different.
We're going to brutalize everybody else.
Yeah.
Because honestly, our job is to inform you not only what is the best out there, but the best for you and how to use it properly.
And this is good for safe FPV flying. It really is, so that you can eliminate those little issues and problems that can even cause you a problem while you're flying. I mean, you don't want to lose video, and you definitely don't want to lose it because of your radio being too close to your ground station,
right,
and you not know that. And all the while you've had control, you just need to move your radio another foot away from it.
Well, you shouldn't even have to do that in the first place.
That's not good.
But so remember, guys, we're not getting paid for this, and I've already got several $1,000s and several hundred hours in testing this, and I'm going to go even further because if it cost me $1,000 or $2,000, that really stinks. But the truth is that's probably what some of you guys have in your aircraft, and if it saves you from losing an aircraft, chances are it's going to save many of them. So it's going to save a bunch of you guys the headache and the heartache from having to lose that kind of aircraft. So I don't like it. I don't like doing the testing. I don't like being the industry enemy. But you know what? Somebody's got to do it.
It's informing.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be everybody. I'm not afraid to be the jerk.
Yeah.
And
it's testing the stuff the way it should be tested, the way 95% of us FPV pilots are going to fly this gear.
Your spec, not the manufacturers.
Yeah. And you do. You got to be smart about your gear, set it up properly, but at the same time, there are some things that you shouldn't have to put up with.
I agree.
And that need to be looked at. So
hey, take this with a grain of salt, guys, because for all I know, all the other systems are going to look worse. We don't know. We beat them up. But and to all the manufacturers out there, you manufacture systems, chances are it's going on the chopping block here too. So please use this as R&D and don't produce crap.
Yeah. Hey, and with all the systems out there, these guys should really be looking at each other's system and go, if this guy has that, how about I fix this in mine?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
make it better.
essentially right. Make it better so we don't have this problem.
Hey, when I first started seeing the Chinese knockoffs of my antennas, the first thing I did was make mine better.
Right.
Make mine better. And you know what? Even though I haven't seen a copy of the better ones, guess what? You've seen the last couple of videos, those that new goofy looking antenna on mine flying through a basement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that unlisted video that's now private of the project I'm working on with Team Black Sheep. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to keep pushing the technology regardless.
It is. FPV's a blast. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this. Scherrer, thanks for being a good sport too with all this. And
sorry for brutalizing you guys. I must say I apologize, but I'm sorry I don't represent you very well.
And I'm not done. We're going to still do a long range flight. I've got it set up. We're going to fly and we're going to do that. And I've been flying again on it for a long time now. And it's been good and solid. No connection issues. I do not worry about my receiving signal. I worry about my ground station issue and having my video knocked out. So if they can just fix that, fix some filtering, yes. I think really.
It's not a bad, like I said in my video, it's not a bad system. It just needs a couple of things.
Just a couple little tweaks, and I think
overpriced. It just, if it's going to have these problems, you need to bring the price point down or fix the problem. One of the two.
Well, we got the little hack video coming up shortly, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you.